Hi friends, welcome back today. I have new story title is Trapped in the Library During a Storm. With her if you like, my stories hit the like and subscribe button. I get locked in the library with my crush, and we have to spend the night there together. We read poetry to each other until dawn when suddenly she kisses me. What happens next is absolutely insane. It was late at night, and I was in the middle of writing an essay about the French Revolution when I realized that I needed some help from the librarian. I walked out into the hall and saw her shelving books. She had long flowing hair, rosy cheeks, and eyes that sparkled like the stars above. My heart raced as I approached her, but before I could say a word, a loud crash of thunder echoed through the library, followed by another, and then another. The lights flickered and died, plunging us into darkness. "Oh no!" she exclaimed. "The library closes in 10 minutes and we're going to be locked in here for the night." I felt a surge of panic, but it was quickly replaced by excitement. The idea of spending the night in the library with this beautiful girl was too good to be true. Then I remembered my phone in my bag. I rummaged through it and found it. "Don't worry," I said. "I'm sure my boyfriend will come and rescue us." She gave me a funny look and said, "I don't think your boyfriend is coming, especially because you're not exactly on good terms right now." I froze. She was right. My girlfriend had dumped me 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't told anyone, not even my best friends. I didn't want to admit that I was still in love with her. The rain began to pour and the wind howled outside, making it clear that we wouldn't be going anywhere anytime soon. Suddenly, my eyes met hers, and I knew that something special was happening between us. We were both scared, but we were also excited by the prospect of spending the night together. Then she did something that I never expected. She reached out her hand and touched mine. "We're gonna be okay," she said softly, and I believed her. We sat down on a nearby table and started talking about everything and nothing. As the hours passed, we learned more about each other, and our connection grew stronger. She told me that she was a hopeless romantic, while I admitted that I was a bit of a cynic when it came to love. I shared stories about my past relationships, including the one that I had with my ex, and she listened patiently, offering words of comfort and understanding. As the storm raged outside, we found ourselves drawn closer together. The sound of the rain and the wind created a soothing melody that filled the silent library. It was just the two of us in this vast, echoing space, surrounded by countless books. And then something amazing happened. She started reading poetry to me. At first, I thought she was joking, but then I realized that she was serious. She began reciting verses that spoke of love and loss, hope and despair, joy and sorrow. Her voice echoed through the empty library, filling it with emotion and beauty. As she read, I felt my heartstrings being pulled tight. I was captivated by her voice, by the words she was saying, and by the emotions that they evoked in me. I closed my eyes and let myself be carried away by the rhythm and rhyme of the poetry. As dawn approached, the storm outside began to subside. The clouds parted, revealing the first rays of sunlight, and the birds started to tweet merrily. We sat in silence for a moment, lost in our thoughts. Then she turned to me and said, "That was amazing." "I know," I replied. "Thank you for sharing that with me." A comfortable silence fell between us as we watched the sun rise. She looked beautiful in the soft morning light, and I couldn't help but smile. Suddenly, she leaned in and kissed me. It was a gentle kiss, but it sent shivers down my spine. I kissed her back, and in that moment, I knew that she was the one. The library doors opened and we were free. As we stepped out into the bright sunshine, I knew that my life would never be the same again. I had found love again, and it was all because I had been trapped in a library during a storm with the girl who was meant to be mine. From that day forward, we were inseparable. We graduated together and started our own little family. And every year on our anniversary, we go back to the library to read poetry to each other and remember the day that our lives changed forever.